Hi, Kelly, or anybody else for that matter watching. Yes, you have been patient, Kelly, and thank you so much. If you're not Kelly and you happen to tune in, if you happen to find this reading, I trust that there's a message in this reading for you. Okay, um, Kelly. So this is how we usually do the readings. I'm trying to tune into the energy of the person that this reading is for, and your energy has been coming through for quite some time, but it's like I did not get a push until today. And as soon as I got the push, I did not want to do it. So I feel like, Kelly, first of all, I feel like you are being guided to do something, but it's like you don't want to do it. To answer your question right off the bat, you were asking whether you should relocate, move to Florida or to Europe. I'm not sure whether or not you're going to like this answer, but the energy that I was picking up for you, that I'm picking up for you, the answer is neither. Okay. And the reason why I feel that way is there's still something that you need to address. There's still something that you need to work through in the current environment. Okay. I feel like you're hoping that the grass will be greener on the other side, but I don't feel like this is the case. I don't feel like you will find what you're looking for. And it's interesting. I'm doing my my private readings in the locations that I'm being guided to do by spirit. So today I'm sitting on the couch in my living room. So I feel like what you're looking for is ultimately stability, security, the peace, the energy of the home. But what I'm hearing from spirit, you have to start working with your current environment. Okay, it's like you cannot find happiness. It's like you cannot. I'm hearing from spirit, you cannot avoid. And please take it out, it resonates. But it's like you cannot avoid a lesson. You cannot avoid a lesson because even if you make a different decision, then the same lesson will appear in a different way. Okay, so it's best. The decision is obviously up to you, and we're going to tap in. We're going to see which is the best option for you. Okay, if you decide to go that way. But there's no such thing as the greener grass. Okay, it's only an illusion. Okay, that my life will get better, things will get better when I relocate, when I move. That is not the case. Okay, you have to be happy and content with your current environment if you want to find happiness on the other side. I want to say, okay, it starts in the current environment. Okay, and once you're happy in the current environment, if you decide to move and relocate, then you will find happiness there as well. But it has to, I feel like you have been, I'm going to be honest, I feel like you have been avoiding something. I'm also picking up this energy of you wanting to escape. Okay, I'm literally seeing in my mind's eye the energy of the Eight of Cups in the tarot, and this literally is showing a person leaving their past life behind, being unhappy with the current circumstances. Okay, venturing out on a new path. And yes, I feel like you're feeling uncertain as to where that new path is, where that path is going to take me. But yes, it's like reality is reality. Okay, I feel like you're imagining that it will be better where I relocate. But seriously, there's no such thing as the greener grass. Okay, so please be mindful of that, Kelly. All right, so let's see I'm going to pull 6 cards for you. 3 cards for what's going to happen if you decide to move to Europe, and 3 cards what's going to happen when you decide to move to Florida. Okay, so let's see. I'm just shuffling your deck. The back of the deck, this is actually you might be an artist, by the way. Okay, Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. Okay, so you might be an artist. You might have Scorpio somewhere in your chart, but it's actually, currently, when I'm recording your reading, we are in the sign of Scorpio. And I'm just really being drawn to the eye that this crow is holding. Spirit wants you to see something. Spirit wants you to see something that you have been avoiding in your current environment. Okay, it's like you need to see, okay, what is really happening. There's something that you need to see. I want to give you your answer, okay, first of all, because yes, you have been waiting for a very long time, and there's always a reason for everything. And as you know, I'm doing readings when I'm being guided to do them, okay? So Spirit, for Kelly, please. What will happen if Kelly decides to move? Two of Cups. Relationship, connection. Okay. Cards really want to talk. There's some sort of a victory coming when it comes to a love situation. Okay? Just a side note. But let's see, Spirit, what's going to happen if Kelly decides to move to Europe? Bow, I'm hearing. What will happen if Kelly decides to move to Florida? I know you cannot see, but I'm just pulling your cards by the way, okay? To Europe. And then we can decide which is the better option. Ultimately, it's your decision, okay? When it comes to that move. So let's see what's going to happen if you decide to move to Europe. What do we have? Ooh. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to be honest. We have the Four of Cups energy here. This is an energy of being unsatisfied. Okay, being unhappy, unsatisfied with the decision. Okay, the Lovers not only talks about, obviously, a love connection. Okay, but we're asking about your relocation. So this is another interpretation of this card, is a decision. So I don't feel like you're going to be happy with that decision. Okay, why do I say that? We have the Devil, the big D, as the last card. Okay, so this is definitely not a good option for you. Okay, definitely not. I feel like you're being tempted to make that move. Okay, but what you're not seeing with the Four of Cups, that's another energy that comes through with this, and with this card here, what you're not seeing, you're going to be happy, you're not going to be satisfied. Okay, period, you're not going to be happy. There's discontent, dissatisfaction. Okay, so let's see what if you should move to Florida. Let's see what's going to happen if you decide to move to Florida. There's something hidden. Okay, there's something that you don't know. You need to do more research. You need to find out more information. You need to know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Okay, so, but there's something that you don't know when it comes to Florida. And this is something that you need to investigate. You need to investigate, you need to learn, you need to find out where exactly in Florida you want to live, okay? Nine of Wands. Energy of the wounded warrior. I don't feel you're going to be happy with what you find out, okay? This is that guarded energy, the Nine of Wands. Being, again, very cautious, and this energy of not allowing for things to happen. So it's like a double confirmation. I was mentioning the energy that neither, right when I started your reading, and this is exactly a confirmation. But in my opinion, if you were to make a choice, okay, Florida is the better option. Okay, but before you make that move, okay, before you actually do something, before you actually open your walls, okay, do more research. Okay, have a plan. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Have a plan. Decide, make a note, make a schedule, find out where you want to live, what you're going to do there, that type of an energy with the Page of Swords. Okay, you need to gain more knowledge, basically. Okay, you cannot just go there on the fly and assume that everything will be great, Because let me tell you, there's a lot of things that you don't know. There are a lot of things that are hidden from you, okay? And those things you need to do research on. You need to find out about them, okay? And it's interesting. You know what's interesting, Kelly? I'm going to tell you what is interesting. These two cards. This card up here, and your choice when it comes to Europe. This card appeared when it comes to your choice in Florida. What do we have here? Right? The big D. And this is exactly the energy that we're seeing at the back. So neither. Okay? To be honest. And again, this is something that you may not like to hear. But. If you're being stubborn about making a move, if you really want to do it, then Florida is the better option for you. Okay? Yeah, I feel like there's something that you need to learn. I feel like you're trying to escape something, some sort of a karmic lesson that you need to learn here. Okay, especially with the big D appearing twice in your reading. Okay, seriously. Once you learn this lesson here, okay, this has to do with some sort of an attachment, something that is not serving you. Okay. There's also this energy of overindulgence, okay, in your reading. Quit, okay? You know what I'm talking about, okay? Quit that. All right, Kelly. So I hope I have answered your question. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing. Do not run away. Okay, do not run away from your current environment. Okay, do not run away from it. Because ultimately, if you leave, if you don't learn the lesson in the current environment, it's going to bite you along the way. Okay, so, well, thank you, Kelly, so much, or anybody for this, that matter, watching. I hope I was able to help. Okay, take care, and thank you so much.